So once again, I am sorry, guys, my sinuses. Let me tell you something, global warming is real. It is not a game. I've never had sinus issues like this before. And I was going to film yesterday, but I did not have the energy. And from the way you guys were like tweeting me, Instagramming me, Facebooking me, this was a juicy like finale. And I really needed to I felt like I just need to have all my energy and be ready to really give you a good review and go in, because it seems like this episode was a hot mess. And also, I apologize for my sick hair. I have like an ear infection, so I can't like wash my hair until like my eardrum is cleared up, and it is just... So I've been doing like the coconut water and glycerin method, so my hair is out here doing its own thing, Hey, I'm still a little bit high too from the medicine, but we gonna get through this. So I like had to at least search the hashtag for this show, because I'm telling you, you guys were blowing me up. My friends and family were just like, Nikki, you have got to watch this episode. What do you think? Like, let's talk. And I appreciate it. I'm not, you know, one of them YouTubers just like, oh my goodness, this was highly requested. All of you guys asked me for the... No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying I was excited because everybody was telling me like how good it was. So I was like really excited to watch it. I just didn't have time until right now, but I decided to search the hashtag. So I searched the hashtag, and guys, the hashtag for Real Housewives of Atlanta, every hashtag, and I'm telling you, I scrolled and I scrolled and I scrolled. Every comment using the Real Housewife of Atlanta or the Real Housewife of Atlanta reunion hashtag had a comment about Kim, I was about to say Kardashian, Kim Cattrall? What is her name? Kim Biermann. Child, told you I was hot. But Kim Biermann, like every comment was about her and racism. And I was like, what happened in like these last 2 hours? But a lot of you have been telling me that it's like the last few minutes of the show and that Andy got her together. I don't know what's going on, but I am excited to check it out. Also, while I was searching the hashtag, I came across Croy's, he made a comment about the episode, like, why didn't you guys like show the last 45 minutes or whatever of us in the bathroom? And y'all, let me tell you something. The Real Housewives of Atlanta viewers dragged him back to the birth canal. Every comment, y'all was getting him together, and I was screaming. But then I went to his profile, and guys, I have to read this to you. His Twitter profile description: husband, father to 6 perfect munchkins, athlete, my ring, men a thing. You can Google me and see I wasn't tardy for that party. What? Croy, who wrote that? I have been laughing at that all day. Like, it is so corny and so cheesy and so typical. Like, what intern? You know what? It was probably Sweetie. Sweetie wrote that, didn't you? Sweetie. Where is Sweetie? Get her out the basement. Let me stop. Where is your scooter? This is why Nene was brought back. And I feel like this reunion was redemption for her, because she really wasn't doing it for me this season. And this is what the viewers want from her. Not for her to be like abrasive or whatever, but the one-liners. She has great one-liners. She's funny in her confession. Just really interesting and fun to watch. I feel like a lot of, you know, the fame or whatever kind of got to her a bit. And I feel like for anybody who says that money doesn't change you, it's not the truth. Like, I'm me now with not a lot in my bank account. Me with money, I'll probably be flashier. I don't think that I'll be terrible. No, it's not, it has to be in you. But I'm just saying, there is a period where you do change and you gotta like, you're adjusting to this new way of life. Or maybe I'm just making excuses because I like her on the show and I want her to come back. I feel like she went through this adjustment, and I'm hoping that we're starting to get her back down to earth, because the viewers could really relate to her. She was funny. For a lot of us, she was like that fun black auntie that always had something, you know, funny yet shady to say, and you would just sit in the living room and just watch her just go at it at the family, you know, just read the family down in a joking kind of way. And you would just be like mesmerized by her comedic ability. That's what I think that's what the viewers and myself included, that's what we liked about Nene on this show. So where is your scooter? Like, even in this intense moment, where is your scooter? Got us all on the floor, like, falling out. This is why she was brought back. It's sad that we're getting all of this at the reunion. I'm hoping we get it on the season because I heard they're changing production up a bit. I can't say much, but what I can say is what I suggested that they should do with the show, somebody's listening. Wait and see when the production is released. Oh, what? So, wait. What about you dancing at Oasis for 20 years? What is going on? I wasn't ready. I'm so glad I did not pick up my drink because I have my water bottle right here and I was about to get something to drink. And when Nene said that, I almost fell out of this chair. Oh, so this is why y'all was telling me to get in and watch this episode. Nobody at that reunion was ready for that comment. When Nene said that, everybody was like, but Kim, you brought it on yourself. You can't, like, you gonna say, oh, because Greg was married when Nene met him. You can't expect her not to hit you with another zinger. And can I just say, everybody, white, black, gay, straight, Asian, Hispanic, everybody who watches this show were on the same page that Kim is horrid and they do not want her back. I'm telling you, the viewers were unified on how terrible Kim is. I'm not seeing the terribleness yet, but from how everybody was tweeting about her, it has to be justified. Andy is the messiest housewife on this show. I say it every reunion, and I'm going to keep on saying it. You're gonna ask Kim about Big Papa. Andy, you are messy. Messy boots. Keep it up. Guys, I don't understand Sheree. I do not understand why she is sitting here and not calling Kim out on the mess that she's saying. Like, even like, listen, you and Kenya weren't friends, right? But Kim came on the show saying the most vile things before stuff even got started, before there were even beef. She was starting stuff where there was no beef. You and Kenya had no beef, at least not this season. Y'all squashed everything. So when she's saying all these nasty things and you're participating in it, you look like a fool. Because for us, we're just like, what is your issue that you would revel in Kim talking about, you know, Kenya not being able to conceive and you saying her 48-year-old eggs? And I just felt like you just went so low with Kim, with everybody, for no reason. You just sat there and laughed it off. And it's unfortunate that you lost your job because of it, but that's what happens when you become Sweetie 2.0. I don't want those baby kids. Listen, Kim, they got you tonight. They got you tonight. And even Cynthia was speaking up. Kim really got on everybody's nerves this season. And guys, I feel like because Kim had favor with one of the EPs, because I feel like I was told that one of the EPs on this show is the EP from Tardy for the Party, and I feel like because she had favor, a lot of stuff was cut out and we're not seeing everything. We're seeing just a bit of what the women had to endure, because I told you I couldn't believe that I was Team Kenya this season, but I had to be because Kim was so terrible. Kenya wasn't even allowed to like rise to her you know, demonic excellence. You know, she's also happy and in love, so you know that changes things too. But Kim just came in and was so negative and so mean, was not trying to make friends with anybody, and just was saying the most vile things about the women right off the bat, unprovoked. So it was just like, oh no, I gotta get on all these other ladies' side to come against you because you were out of pocket. Baby's kids. Let me tell you something. Kenya can read. She is very quick with it. She always has a little one-liner coming back. That's why her and Nene didn't really take tea, because Nene tried to come for Kenya, but Kenya always has something back. Listen, dark-skinned people, we learn how to fight with our mouths because you're always trying to tear us down. I done took this somewhere else. Let me stop. And why is Sheree pulling Kenya back? Because she's defending herself against the things that Kim said. Sheree, what are you doing? You need to worry about yourself. You are protecting Kim at all costs, and I don't understand. Guys, I've never seen their relationship grow to this point where it's just like she's literally gonna fall on a sword for Kim. Like, I don't understand. Like, Kenya is giving back Kim everything that she said, everything that she did, and Sheree's like, oh, Kenya. She made fun of her possibly being married. All bets are off. Put the kids, put the man on the table, everything. Kim came for everything that Kenya had or wanted and desired. Kenya has every right to go balls to the wall. Drag her. Drag her. Cashmere sold $50 million. The way the ladies was like, oh, come on. Because seriously, sweetie, if your skincare line sold $15 million, you would not be on the show. Okay, and now I know the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or whatever, they got coin or whatever, that they're doing these shows. But let me tell you something. You don't see billionaires on this show for a reason. Okay, you don't see somebody who's making $15 million off of one product on TV for a reason. Get out of here. If they are on TV, they're on Shark Tank. Sis, stop lying. Nobody believes it. Show me the receipts. You ain't got it. Oh, Christy Teigen, sis. Because I saw your mentions. You know what? You know what? You're still friends with Kim Kardashian. You know what? Christy be taking a licking for the problematic white woman she becomes friends with. So you know what? She gonna surpass this one. She fine. She fine. Let me tell you how production got the receipts on Kim Zolciak. Everything that, oh, is it zolciak-biermann? Whatever. Everything that she says, that she said that she didn't say, production rolls the clip. Can you roll the tape, roll the clip, and they roll it. And also, Portia, shut up. You are not in the firing zone right now, so shut up. You are safe. Kim has come in. Everybody is jumping on her. Shut up. Because she's going to sit over here and just be like, well, I think because Kim was upset that Kandi said that she had a drinking problem. And then Portia, well, I think that Kim is upset because Kandi added the word problem. Shut up. Finally, the heat isn't on you. Shut up. Learn from this. You had a whole season to learn. You still talking. We can't defend you if you are making it hard for us to like you. Shut up. Sheree, you shut up too. You shut up too. She has been defending Kim this entire time to the other women. She has not once said anything to Kim about the horrible things she has said about the women on this show. Kim and Sheree don't have this kind of relationship. I don't understand what's going on. Did Kim give you something to a chateau, Sheree? What is going on? Are y'all all in a scam together with Tyrone? Something is going on because I do not understand this loyalty because we've seen the relationship on TV. We've seen y'all like outside. We've seen your Instagrams or what. Y'all not posting and talking to anything. I don't understand this relationship. And Nene has every right to be upset with Kim about the drug accusations. And I do agree with Andy. It is on the same level of, you know, the whole drug and rape thing. Although I think that it was blown out of proportion, I do think it's still on the same level. You know, it is an accusation that if giving power, it can go somewhere and really damage somebody's brand. My issue with the whole Kandi and Portia thing was that I felt like Kandi took it and made it something bigger because she wanted the women to be on her side and against Portia to get her off the show because she didn't like what she said when she started spilling some real tea. That was my issue. I do agree that it is on the same level. It's accusations that you're saying about somebody. It's being very accusatory and you're saying it as if you have some information behind it. So to say that, you know, Nene has a drug problem or implying that she's on something is very damaging. To say that somebody is going to drug you, very damaging. The reason why we're talking about it is because these accusations were given weight. If it was just brushed off, just like regular little petty arguments that they have, we wouldn't be talking about it, right? So I'm not saying that Kandi shouldn't be upset, but I'm just saying like they give certain power to what they want to pick through. Because they can say terrible things about each other all the time, and then they'll pick one thing and be like, this is what I'm going to use to get you off the show. And I don't like that. That was my issue with that whole situation. But I do agree, both of them wrong. Both accusations, very inflammatory. And I like how Kandi got Sheree together. I said, basically, she was just like, I said what I said, and I ain't changing. Shut up, Sheree. I am so disappointed, and I wanted her on this show as well. Kim and Sheree were my picks. Kim, Sheree, and Nene were my picks for coming back on the season. Also Phaedra, but I knew she wasn't going to come back. The way they deaded her, I knew she wasn't going to come back. But I thought that they were going to be good. I felt like it was a lot of the OGs coming back together, but this was a terrible combination. Listen, I can't get everything right. I'm here for Cynthia this reunion. She's done with Kim. Everybody is done with her. And I've never heard Cynthia speak up like this, but she is done. And I also feel like Kim is bringing up the drug accusations because there have, or that Nene is on drugs, is because there have been accusations for a few seasons that Nene had like a coke problem. And that's another thing. I'm just like, with the Candy and Portia thing, I didn't think there was any weight to it or any truth to it. With this, I don't know if there's any truth to it, but it got some traction. That's all I'm saying. This rumor got some traction, and it was just in poor taste because it might be true. You know what I mean? And to out somebody's addiction like that on TV, listen, I don't know. Kim was just horrid, and she deserves this dragation. Team Candy, and she dragged that wig. By wig! She dragged her for filth. She was absolutely right. Kim, like, the thing that's so upsetting is that I don't know what was told to Kim. I don't know if she sat down with one of the producers or whatever, and they were just like, we just want you to come in and turn it up. But even if that was the conversation, she just came in and straight lied. And then when she's confronted with it, she's just like, oh, it's a figure of speech. Oh, I ain't mean it like that. What are you doing? Like, at least some of the heifers believe the stuff that they were saying. You're coming in here just lying on people for camera time and not thinking that it's not going to get back to them at the reunion. What are you're not thinking. You're not thinking. You know what? I honestly feel like if this was what you came on here to do, whoever plotted with you to do that set you up for a huge fall. Okay? They don't like you, sis. They don't like you. They set you up to be dragged on this show. This is the thing with the roaches thing. Kim knew exactly what it meant. You don't hang around black people this long and not know what it means, right? Now, the thing about it is Kim is white. So for her to say that Nene has roaches, it means that she thinks that Nene is ghetto. If it was somebody black who said that Nene got roaches, it would have been taken as a class thing, as to say this person is low and ghetto and beneath me because they have roaches like in the projects. When you add a layer of race to it, it not only becomes classist, it becomes racist. I don't think Kim is that dumb, but I do think she said it in the moment and did not expect that reaction. But in her defense, the only time I'm a defender, she's been saying stuff like that since she's been on the Housewife show, Housewife of Atlanta, for seasons. She called Candy's home ghetto, you know what I mean? And, you know, that wasn't addressed. Like, she has always been making comments like this with the ladies. And I also believe that the ladies have some responsibility in that. And here is why. You can, although you are creating close relationships with people who are not black, especially somebody is white, you cannot allow them certain liberties into the community to speak to you a certain way, to use certain colloquialisms, to like laugh and keep. There has to be boundaries because we as a nation ain't there yet, okay? So you gotta check your friend. You know, you can't allow your friend to just say these things, like the black people who allow their friends to call them the N-word. Oh no, we're brothers or whatever. But when they put the ER behind it, when you're in an argument, then it becomes racism. No, you have to give them boundaries, because if you do not give a person boundaries, stuff like this is gonna happen. She's gonna call you ghetto because that's what she's heard. That's what y'all said about other people, and now it's racist. Check them early. And also, don't have no white friends who do that, or non-black friends. I don't got no non-black friends who are disrespectful like this. You know what I mean? Like, they don't cross these kind of lines with me, but that's just how I make my community. Now, if you're that kind of person that allows non-black people, if you're that type of black person, or, you know, any person who allows somebody into your community to speak about your culture in a certain way, and you invite them in and don't give them boundaries, this is the result. So the ladies have to take responsibility, slight responsibility for that as well, because Kim has been able to slip and say things for a very long time, and now it's being addressed. Sheree, disappointed. Then we get the best moment of the night. I'm telling you, y'all have been sharing that GIF all over Twitter, and every time I see it, I fall out laughing because poor Andy, that was... And he's, wait, hold on, trying to get control of the show. But the sad part is, it's just so much history. Man, Nene and Kim, I'm so disappointed They've been friends for years, and to allow just money and TV and blogs and social media to rip apart a relationship that was established before any of this was even created is so disappointing, because I believed in the beginning they were really friends. But like I said, I think that Kim was always reckless with her mouth like that and saying comments and probably in conversations with Nene about her people. You know what I mean? Or probably talking about another person, and she thinks it's okay because she's not being checked. And it's just like, don't check them when you're upset. Check them before it even gets to that point. I can't even say it because I'm just like, I wouldn't even become friends with somebody. I don't know. But I'm just saying there are people like that who are friends with people who are not of their culture or of their community, who allow a friend into certain liberties, and it just, it gets nasty. But it's because there's no boundary set. You gotta set boundaries. Let her go, because she got to get back to tardy for the party. Yes, Nene, drag. You know what? I don't think that tardy for the party is going to exist after this. If tardy for the party exists, it's only going to live for one more season, and that is just to show the fallout from this show on, Kim's season of Tardy for the Party. And if she's not showing any kind of redemption, I don't think that show was coming back. Good. Who would have thought that Kim would bring all the ladies together? I really feel like, at least at this stage, they ended on a high note. You know what I mean? I really feel like they, like the comments that they made about, learning, except for Sheree. Guys, how disappointing. But I just really feel like the rest of the ladies said some really good things. I love that Kane was just like, I regret Houston. Like, I wish I would have done better, and I didn't want my friends to think, that I didn't think highly of them. I don't know. I think they all, wow, thank you, Kim. You brought these girls together. After that last season, I didn't know how we were going to get here. But thank you for being absolutely horrible, because we got this sweet reunion ending. Andy and the camera. Yes, let's go. So, so much to unpack in like 5 little minutes. First of all, I do not like RHOA trying to intimidate Andy. You know what I mean? Why are they in the women's room? RHOA, stay in a woman's bathroom with his wife. Anyway, I do not like him trying to intimidate Andy. You could have told them to stop at any time. Dude, listen, you ain't got no job. This man is feeding your family. Shut up, okay? Show some respect for the dude that's signing your checks and your wife checks, because when he stops signing them, you're gonna be on the unemployment line with everybody else. So shut up and show some respect. Also, I can't even no, you can't find another white woman who would do this show, because no other white woman would do this show with these women. This is what I'm saying. The woman is so reckless with her mouth. And then this whole, well, how do you think I feel? 5 African-American women. You know who she sounds like? She sounds like that white manager at Starbucks who called the police on those 2 black guys who were just sitting there. Like, how all of a sudden are you the victim now? I just didn't understand how she was using their race, 5 African-American women going down on me. So, like pounding down on me. So what is that supposed to mean? You know what I mean? This is what she does. She uses very coded language. She is the Trump of this cast. She uses very coded language to signal a certain society who speaks like that, who will defend her. And that is why she is very problematic. And then I'm so disappointed in Sheree. It's just like, you're still defending her. She even walked in on her saying 5 African-American women pounding down on me. Who would sit through that? You can't get a white woman from this show. Like, she's sitting there listening to her say this, and she hasn't corrected her once. Wow, Sheree, how the mighty have fallen. You actually had a peach on this show, and you are playing second fiddle to a guest. Wow, you're not even playing second fiddle. You're playing step and fetch it. Like, child. Racism wasn't all that real. Sheree, this is what I'm talking about. It's people like that who allow people not of their culture, not of their community to make these comments, and you don't check them. So she thinks she's right because she has a black person who is not affected by it. So you're okaying that behavior. You're okaying the things that she is saying. Sheree, I'm so annoyed. Shout out to Andy for getting Kim together and giving her a goodbye hug of death, a kiss of death. Because Kim is just like, oh, there was nothing, you didn't show anything positive. I have a successful marriage. I have beautiful kids. And Andy's just like, you were combative. There was nothing positive to show. And then looked at Croy, okay? You're not going to intimidate me. You're not going to scare me. This is my show, okay? I'm your pimp. Let him know, Andy. Let him know. Anyway, that's where it ends. I am pissed, right? I'm pissed because these 3 reunions or whatever should have been the whole season. You know what I mean? I feel like we just did not have a very strong storyline. It was all over the place. It just did not seem like the women really like worked together well. They seemed discombobulated. The story was every which way. Kim was lying and just creating unnecessary drama and fires. And I don't know where Sheree was. I felt like Nene was trying to pull it together. Portia was trying to be redemptive. Candy was being Candy. You know, Candy's like always like a little filler. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I don't like her getting in drama and mess. I like her and Cynthia just being like the filler, neutral characters for fun and entertainment stuff. But I don't like them getting in a mess because I just don't feel like that's their wheelhouse. But it just wasn't a really like interesting season. They had positive moments. They really, really did. I love the candle, you know, tribute that they did in Barcelona, I believe. But yeah, it just wasn't a good season. But word on the street is they are doing some new stuff. It has been a change in the game, and they're oh, I've been watching this show too long. They are going to give us a really good season 11. So I've been told. So I'm very excited about that. And I was really excited about the dragation of this reunion. See, this is what we want. Give us levels. Give us drama. Come for home, girl. The ladies unified together. They put all their BS aside and they got Kim together. And it was glorious because Kim, you deserved it. But I do feel like she came on this show to be just that. It just didn't work out for her. You know what I mean? I think that she thought that she was going to walk around like the king and, you know, not be touched. But I'm just like, you think you can say and do all that stuff on the show and not be dragged to the reunion? Which is kind of how I can probably understand why the ladies were so docile. Because if you watch my previous reviews, I was pissed because I felt like the ladies were so docile to Kim, and I'm like, why are y'all being so docile to her when she's just being absolutely horrible? And from what they said on the couch, she was even worse, like, you know what I mean, than what was actually filmed. I just did not understand that. But from this reunion, from at least the last few minutes of it, I realized that all of the ladies welcome Kim in. And I think they're more hurt than angry because everybody welcomed Kim in and wanted to start anew with her. But she was just so nasty to everybody and just created unnecessary arguments and tension where there just didn't need to be. And it was really upsetting because I saw Nene like really embrace her. I saw Candy really embrace her, even though I was pissed about it. Candy wanted to start fresh with her and Kim was just terrible. That's what you get. That's what you get. So I don't know what her future is on Bravo. I don't know if they're going to cancel the show. Tardy for the Party is doing good numbers. They may keep it. I'm not sure. Kim was very nasty to Andy. Andy did not appreciate Croy getting all up in his face. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with Tardy for the Party. But I will say this. I will be here for season 11. I will be here for season 11, and you better stop by as well, because guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be a good season. It's going to be a good season. Production ain't playing this time around, and some good people are in leadership over there, so just stay woke. That's my review. Thank you guys for sticking with me this entire season. I truly appreciate it. I had a really good time reviewing this show, and I had a good time kikiing with you guys in the comment section on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. I really, really did. I do. I enjoyed this time that we all spend together because I learned so much, and I'm telling you, y'all comments be having me on the floor rolling. If you know me, you know I love to laugh. So I appreciate the comedy that happens in my comment section. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for showing us some love from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love you guys. See you next season. Bye.